Lots of changes in the New Zealand immigration scene, but here's top 6 points of what it means for New Zealand employers. From mid next year, there's going to be 2 new residence pathways for your people that don't have a residence pathway under the current system. The first one is for skilled work experience, which means they need to have 5 years skilled work experience, out of which 2 years in New Zealand, and these 2 years have to be at 1.1 median wage. The second pathway is for trades and technicians. They need to have a level 4 qualification and then 4 years work experience after that, and then the 18 months in New Zealand has to be on the median wage. Now, along with these changes, the most recent changes that have just come about is that there's going to be 2 new lists. One's called the amber list and the other one is called the red list. The red list, the occupations that come on that list, which is going to be October next year, will not be eligible to apply for these 2 new pathways for residents next year. Then there is the other list called the amber list. The amber list will have additional requirements, or people on the amber list will not be able to apply for the trades and technicians pathway to residence. There's a lot more information we will be covering in our webinar, so come and attend it. The third one, which I think is massive and it has just not been announced as big as the other ones, is that currently if employers are supporting someone on a residence, they need to increase the median wage when the person applies for the residence to match the median wage of that date. This rule is going to disappear from mid next year, which means employers don't have to continuously keep giving pay rises to people. Their experience will continue on the median wage of that date. That's massive. Huge changes for students that are looking at coming in New Zealand, or if you have people in your business that have done a New Zealand qualification, especially if they've done a New Zealand bachelor's or a master's. From mid next year, someone that comes to do a master's in New Zealand will be able to apply for residence after their master's with a skilled job offer. They will not need to wait for work experience points. And if someone's done a bachelor's, then they can apply for residence with 2 years experience. If someone's done a postgraduate qualification, they don't need 2 points or 2 years experience, they can apply after a year. But I think the biggest change for someone looking at doing masters here, which is massive. I've done this game for 21 years and we've never had a change like this. The other 2 changes that have happened today, so that's point number 5, is that from today, the job check forms have changed drastically. From today, the job check forms are no longer asking for employment agreement templates to be uploaded. This will now be asked when your people apply for accredited employer work visas. What does that mean? That means that there'll be a lot more questions asked when accredited employer work visas are applied for. So candidates really need to be careful of this. I'm actually not very comfortable with the change, but I think it's good news for employers, which means that your job check doesn't have this process. However, the job check now has at least 6 new questions, which is asking for a lot of information that it wasn't asking on Friday. So you need to be careful when you are doing that job check application. And then the last one, the 6th point, is that from today as well, the parent boost visitor visa. So if you are someone who is got your New Zealand residence or citizenship and you have parents that are overseas citizens, you can apply for parent boost visitor visa from today. Those applications open today. This is the long-term visitor visa for parents. They can stay up to 10 years. They get 5 years. They've got to go offshore for medicals. That opens today. A lot of stuff happening in this space. So what I strongly suggest is that you register for our webinar on the 15th of October, which is exclusively for employers and recruiters and business owners in New Zealand at 12 p.m. on the 15th of October. I know it's going to be a full house, but we will talk in a lot more detail about these changes. And then we have a separate webinar for your employees, which is also complimentary, which they can register for. All the details in this link or the article below. So I look forward to seeing you there. Lots of great things happening. Thank you all.